Coming up, we'll see the Dolphins seek payback against the Bills after a Week 17 thumping that knocked Miami out of the playoffs. Meanwhile, Buffalo's won the last 5 in the series. It's AFC East football, and it's next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And incomplete to open things up. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll bring up second down. Now Stafford. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So here come the Bills with excellent field position to get things started. They'll be led by their now 30-year-old quarterback in his 8th season in the NFL. It's Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years. And right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. This defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Stafford. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Gets past one man, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing now is Carr. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, Drake. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Here's Drake one more time on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Carr to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Kingsley Kiki there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Shotgun now for Carr. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Carr now to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run. It's Drake. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. 2nd and 5 now. Stafford. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Chris Nagar now for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be, exactly what you said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
Well, they've disrupted already for 3 INTs. Stafford on 1st down. He's got Jack Doyle. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Stafford. This to Hines on the drop-off. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. That catch good for only a couple. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw his Carr. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be checked down to Drake. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The second down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. They were 7-point winners a week ago, and they lead by 7 here as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Second and 8 coming up. Now Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From midfield, here's Carr. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman, powering his way forward. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with the crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. They'll run with Gibson, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Stafford. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing is Stafford. He'll check this down to Hines. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it, because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Carr. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the shotgun with Drake. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And now it's 3rd down. Carr. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people. Find some other...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. His big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Stafford now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On 1st down, Stafford here. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Stafford looks to throw again. A gain of just a yard, and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Let's do this.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Carr. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Phillips. He's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Hines now on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And Sanders has got it complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Stafford on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down. To the air again, Stafford. A quick throw, but incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. This is Hines. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Stafford. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Miller. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Man, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Now Carr again.
And that'll be checked down to Drake.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's Williams on the catch.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Carr now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr. He's got it to Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. It's caught on the right side. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Shoves him away. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That is caught. It's Williams. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyrell Williams. 77 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
A handoff for Gibson.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now Stafford. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Carr now on 1st down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Romeo Okwara. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, the _1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Miami set to take over.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. Completion left side to Miller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. This is Miller, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff for Drake. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
From the 50, it's Stafford.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Again, it's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
62 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matthew Stafford. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. To return it, Darius Phillips.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Let's go! The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the interception, here's Stafford. It's caught by Sanders. And he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Going for it all. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Justin Jefferson.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
What he did, I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, Phillips. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, I harken back to the first half, Charles, and I see the look on your face. You're thinking the same thing. They had that opportunity to take the 3. They went for it on 4th in the first half, didn't get it. That could loom large.
So if they had taken the 3, successfully kicked the field goal, they'd only need a field goal now. That's what we were talking about when we mentioned it on that drive.
Here's Carr.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now Carr. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Carr. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
And that's caught by Williams.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Carr to throw.
And that is incomplete. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Carr.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Carr to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now Carr.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they will fall to 1-1.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.